Markets of Sunshine. This is Marsha. Hope you're having a great day. And we are working on our beaded heart series. And this is heart number 5. And I'm going to combine our technique we used in the last video of making a paper flower out of magazine pages, and then I made a cute little cluster out of it. Okay, so now I've taken that a step further, and when I mentioned in the video, hey, you could do this out of fabric, well, guess what? Exactly, you can do the same exact technique. So here's a piece of fabric that I used, and it's much shorter than the magazine page, and it was just the size, the block size that it was. I just went with whatever that was, and I cut scraps of that off. So I used a piece of this in the cluster when I made the paper flower, and then I decided to go ahead and use these up and see, okay, can I make a flower out of this with the same thing? And sure enough, you can. So I just used pinking shears, and that gives you that decorative edge, and it makes it where it won't fray. And then this was the little prototype that I've made already. So what I did was I made the little flower, which I'm going to show you that in a minute again. And then I took one of my handmade little yo-yos and then a vintage button, and I sewed it. So now here's a cute little cluster, a cute little embellishment that you can use in any of your craft projects. So you could put it on a junk journal, scrapbook, card, tote, hat, happy mail, bag topper, you get the idea. Okay, a tassel. This would be really cute on a tassel. So I'm going to put this on a tassel. And so in today's video, we're going to make these, and we're going to make it into a heart shape. So I've already folded the fabric up, and I stitched it together. So I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But do you see what I did to make it into the heart? So all you do is take one end and you just flip it into a V shape, and there's your heart. That's that quick and easy to do. And then now I'm going to put the yo-yo on the center, and if I turn it over, you can see I've already have the batting in the heart shape, and I just used my smallest heart that I made in the last video with you, those 2 beaded hearts in the pink that turned out really cute. And you can see that this ruffle goes out around the edges. Isn't that adorable? So the heart backing does not have to be the same size as your little cluster, your flower. So what we do first of all is we're going to come up through the back, and you just kind of figure out where the center of your yo-yo is, and you want to keep, don't go through all the pleats, but just go in this opening right here, and so you're going to go through the batting. So you're going through, we have the batting doubled, so you're going to go through 4 layers. So if you double the batting like I did, then it's going to be going through a real thick amount. So make sure your needle is sharp, and I'm just using 2 strands of embroidery floss. And again, let me see and it helps if you turn it over, and then you can see where you just came with your needle, and then that helps you to keep in the center of the yo-yo. So I'm just doing a few stitches, as you see. So that was 3, and now I'm going to come on here with the button, and yours can be new buttons if you don't have vintage buttons, so it doesn't matter. New, vintage, go take them off of a old garment you're not wearing. And it really helps if you have a thimble, which I have a leather thimble somewhere in my stash. I've got to find it. I usually use my leather thimble for quilting, but I haven't done that in a long time, so I really, didn't need it. But I need to find it and get it out. But I have this ceramic little heart here, and that's what I'm using. Now what I'm doing here is I just keep my finger close to the center here. Then I put the needle, and then you just kind of have to be a hit and miss as to coming up through the eye of the button. So you just have to work with it a little bit, and for the most part I can usually do this pretty well, but right now it's wanting to give me a hard time. So let me see, where am I at? Okay, so I need to be over here. So again, look at where you were when you went through your other stitches, and then let's see, where is it pushing? Oh. All right, so let me flip it around. Okay, so now I'm going to try to do it again. So this is the only tricky part. It takes a little bit of time, takes a little bit of patience, and to get the needle to come up in the eye of the button. So bear with me while I do this. If I have to stop and then come back, I will do that. But I was just trying to, and there is no easy way. I mean, if you know of an easier way, then by all means, post in the comments below and let me know what is the easy way to do this, because I never have figured it out. When I made the other one, I just happened to hit it right there on the mark and it came right through. So let's see, where's my needle? All right, here we go. Looks like I'm coming back up in the one I just went down, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. And now I can go in one of these other ones that I didn't go through before. So at this point is like, we'll go in wherever we need to. Okay, so I like to try to get in all four, if there's 4 openings. If it's just 2 eyes, well, 2 holes, whatever you call those, then that's obviously what you would do. Oh, this is very frustrating. Usually, you're doing this on your own. You're not sitting here on the camera and trying to, get this where it will come through for you. Okay, where is it? All right, nope, I don't want it in that hole. Okay, there we go. Yay! See, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Probably not even 30 seconds. It just seems like forever when you're wanting it to go perfectly. Okay, so there we go. Isn't that cute? Look at how adorable that turned out. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how quick and easy you can make a fabric heart embellishment. And now I've got the yo-yo, I have the vintage button. So now we're just going to come in with some seed beads. And so what I'm going to do with that, so I'm going to just use, okay, I have to change the size of this needle. So let me come, because this is an embroidery needle, but you have to have a very small eye of the needle to get them to go through the seed beads. So let me come through here, tie that, put a little knot in there. Just adorable. Okay, and now we're going to get a smaller eye, and I'll get that threaded and be right back. All right, here we are. So I want to make sure that all my stitching you are going to be able to see. Let me move this out of the way. We don't need that. And I did want to show you how to make the flower real quick before we put the beads on there. Okay, so you take your strip of fabric, and this one, let's measure it out. All right, so it looks to be 8 inches. Okay, so it's 8 inches, 1 inch by 8 inches. Okay, you with me? All right, so now this is your point. So everything gets folded to that point. That's your center. Okay, and it doesn't matter. You can decide how big you want your pleats to be. And you just keep coming in, and you keep folding it, and you keep turning it. And then you get your flower. Okay, so you see, so you already can see a little point right there, and then you can see how easily it would be to make it into a heart by just folding these pieces back or trimming them like I did, and then you get your little heart. Okay, so you already have a V going right there. And then now all you need to do is come through the back of this with your stitches, and then you get it to come together like you saw on these two here. Okay, so it's that quick and easy. So it's not hard to do at all. And then if you know how to make yo-yos, you can come in here with your yo-yo and your vintage button, and then you have a beautiful embellishment. So I went through my whole bag of yo-yos till I found the one that absolutely, to me, was perfect. Because this color is very difficult to work with and match, but that's why I was trying to use it up, because it's just, you know, one of those colors. It's just not your favorite kind of a color. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a pen in here, and then you could do the same thing when you're making yours up. If you want to just make a bunch of them up and then go back and sew them, so then that's how quick and easy it would be to just keep your work positioned. Okay, we're going to do another one. Just keep folding, holding it there in the center. Same thing again, and you come back. So if you had a longer piece, then it would probably close up all the way together. So, but you get the idea. All right, and then probably maybe folding it a little more compact, that might get it to close up together. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put that one aside, because that one I'm going to use for something else. So we're going to just take this one here, that's the heart, because this is the heart theme, and here's the seed beads that I've already picked out, and I have my little cup that I always save the beads in. And where did I put that? I moved it for something the other day when I was showing you this. And where did I put him? Back there? No? Alrighty. Okay, well, I'll just use the grooves on my table. Alright, well, usually I have the little cup and it makes it easier, but okay. So, let's get started here. Alright, so let's start with this darker one. I could use a black too, you know. I just thought about that. So let me get the black out. Okay, so we're going to use 4 colors. Here's black, the brown, this gold, and this gold. So this one is iridescent. This one's just one color. All right, so get your little containers all open and try not to spill it. Okay, so this is how I do it. So I pour a few in my hand, 3 or 4 at a time. And then I just alternate colors. All right, so the first thing you need to do, this is why I need to have my little container. First, we're going to figure out where we're going to start with our needle. So we're going to come over here, and I'm going to start right over here. And I'm going to come in. All right. So now we just need to take one bead at a time. And you have to test the size of the bead, because even though these are small, sometimes they will not fit through, because they're really small, the eye of the needle. This bead is really shaped funny. He's not really a seed bead, it's more longer. All right, so I think I'm gotten it close enough so that you're able to see what I'm doing. keeping them in my hand is much easier than this, but not on the clock. I'm just trying to show you. Okay, so then what I usually do is, okay, when I know I'm coming up to a curve, and I get enough of the beads on to bring me to the point of the curve where I know I'm going to be turning. And then I come down. So then I stop it right there. And then come back up through right where you just went down. And now we're going to go around the little curve. So this is how I do it. You don't have to be an expert at jewelry making to be able to, okay, so see, now this one is too small and it will not go. So that's what I'm talking about. And then when that happens, you just have to back it off and put some more. Okay, so that's really cute. I like that. All right, so now that I have my needle started, now I can start putting them in my hand. Just pick up one of each color. And then you just keep stringing them along. All right, so I'm going to go around another little curve. Okay, so you can see now what I'm doing. So I'm going to just angle this a little bit, just like that, and then I will come down right here on that corner. Okay, there you go. So now the beads are coming around the corner very, very nicely. Just come right back up here and do the same thing. This one, I'm going to let you see everything in real time so that you can see exactly how to do this. It's not hard. Make sure you scoot the beads to the end of the floss, whatever it is you're using. There we go. It's looking nice. Oh, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous. I just love it. Okay. So, this is so rewarding to me because, when you don't, know how to, make things like all these other jewelry artists do, but yet you wanted to work with the beads, and then you see how somebody can just, show you how to take the seed beads. I think there's a hole in that one. There's a block in that one. That's why I can't do it. And then it just now you have a whole new embellishment that you can add. and it's just beautiful. So, you know, it's just kind of like, okay, say for instance, you know, we work with felt, and we put felt, you know, like I used the felt on the back of the hearts and the quilt batting. Okay, but I'm not making a felted animal or a traditional quilt, but I'm using the same materials that could be used in a felted animal or a quilt. So that's what I am trying to do with my channel, is I want to show you how you can use these supplies that may not be in the field that we would normally be using them in, but we're going to use them in different ways. And it's the same thing with the paper clip. You know, we're taking paper clips and we're making them decorative and beautiful now, and they were never used that way. They were just always used plain, you know, just whatever the color was, and you just use it like that, and nobody ever thought about the fact of, oh, this is just a plain old ugly paper clip. We need to do something about that. But whoever decided on that now, you know, see, oops. Okay, let me go back in that hole. Down, and I came back up in the same one. Okay, there we go. So I hope you can see this. It's so pretty. And look at what a difference adding the beads does for the project, you know. So here's the cluster, and it's cute, you know, but now look at the difference. When the minute you add the beads, it just takes it to a whole new level, you know. So it's kind of like, you know, in the cooking industry, you know, and the chefs that always, you know, took the cooking up to the next level, you know. Let me see if I can pick this one up. Oh, that one is giving me a hard time. So, all right, so here we go. So we need, see if I can just get a couple of colors, and then I can just add these on. So I don't want to get too many, and then I have to fight to get them back in there. I love these little containers because then you can just get out a few at a time. And of course, as you know, as you're watching the video, so if you want to, you know, fast forward and you got the idea, you don't need to watch me put these on here, and you just want to get to the beautiful end, well, that's fine. But if you know, like to watch me do this and find it relaxing and enjoyable, and if you are finding value in my content, then please subscribe to my channel. It would really be appreciated, and it would help me reach my goal. So I'm on a goal of 1,000 subscribers for 2021. So I can see it very easily happening because I am getting lots of love and support, and I so appreciate that, and I just thank you so much. And I'm doing a giveaway at every 100 subscriber increment that I reach. So we're almost to the 500 subscriber mark, and when I reach the 500 subscribers, then I will be doing another giveaway, and I will link the giveaway video at the end so that you can see what the prizes are that I'm going to be giving away. And each level from this point, from 500, because in the beginning I did give some store credits in my Etsy shop, and so I'm going to start doing that again. Woohoo! Ah. I knew I was going to do that eventually. I knew! Alright, you probably don't see all that mess that I just created because I had zoomed in quite a bit. So there, now I just had to close the little lids. Alright, so here we go. We just pick them up off the table. Thankfully, they didn't go very far. Okay. Alright, now almost through, so we just have to go around this edge here, and then I'll go through, stop about right here, and then I'll go to each pleat, and then we'll just work in that kind of a stage. So what was I saying before I spilled all my beads? Okay, so then when I will be doing a store credit, and I will also do a giveaway for everyone who purchases from my Etsy shop. I'm going to start doing a monthly drawing and give away another store credit. So I keep pulling this. I'm trying to hold on to the thread. So there's going to be multiple ways to win, is in other words, that's what I'm trying to say here, is that it's not just going to be when I reach 100, the next 100 subscribers. So the next, after we reach 500, then of course we'll be on the goal for 600. And, but in the meantime, if you make a purchase in either one of my Etsy shops, and the link is going to be in the description below, then you will be put in a monthly drawing, and I will be giving a store credit for a certain amount off of your purchase. And if you join my newsletter, if you subscribe to my newsletter, which is a free newsletter, which I don't know of any newsletters that aren't free, but just want you to know that it's free to subscribe. And then I do give coupons and discounts to my subscribers to also use in my Etsy shop. So this month I have a $5 off 10 for my newsletter subscribers. And then if you join our free Facebook group, Junk Journal Junction, then the coupon is 5 off of 15 if you join our Facebook group. So you'll find the coupon in there. That can be used in either one of my Etsy shops. I have a Handmade where you find the journals and the embellishment kits, cash envelope system, wallets, and little miniature credit card holders, coin purses, whatever you want to use it for. Ephemera holder, they're perfect little ephemera holders. And then in my vintage shop, you find vintage gifts and supplies, fabrics, laces and trims and buttons, and books and tools, toys of all sorts, tie beanie babies. So check that out. And then, like I said, the coupon is 5 off of 15 if you join our Facebook group, and 5 off of 10 if you subscribe to my newsletter for the month of June. And then I do have a 20% off coupon for newsletter subscribers as well. Okay, I'm almost done. Those two, do I need one? Okay, no, that's good. All right, so I just wanted to reach each pleat. We're almost there, yay! Okay, let me pick up all the ones that I've spilled over here. So that pretty much explains everything with what I'm doing here on my channel. So I'm teaching beginners and intermediate level of crafting, sewing, junk journaling, and we have my crafting friend and collaborator partner, Linda Coker. Her and I are partners and are admin in the Facebook group Junk Journal Junction, and we support each other in so many ways for years, and we just enjoy each other. We have just think so much alike, and we just come up with really great ideas. So we've got some really good surprise things coming up for all of our Facebook group members. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So everyone in the group will be able to take part in these fun things we're planning. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to come here and then go curve around. So let me bring it up to this point. And then I will curve back down. Yes. Oh, it's so exciting. All right, we're almost on the home stretch. So again, if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. If you have subscribed, please share, like, comment. All of that helps me to get found. It helps YouTube to know that you like it, and then they'll show my videos to other people who like this same thing. Okay. And you just don't ever know, all the things you see me do give you ideas of how, what you can do in your crafting. That's how we learn from each other, and I pick up ideas when I see from other people. So I started my little heart embellishment, and I, was just coming up with ideas on my own. And then I started watching some videos and saw other ladies doing some things with the beads. And then I saw, because we make tassels, and then I saw somebody give the idea of adding it to a tassel or make a tassel out of it. So I said, oh, that's pretty cool. All right, so there's another one of those too small, so I gotta take it off. Okay, slide those back down. So I am going to be, in the next video, making a tassel and putting the heart on the tassel. All right, let me see if I need to take one off, or is that going to be all right? Let's see how we're going to do it exactly. Might kind of, okay, that's fine. It kind of arches a little bit, but that's all right. I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm not picky. Alrighty, there we are. Isn't that adorable? Didn't it turn out beautiful? So here's your plain flower cluster made out of a piece of fabric scrap. And now here is your beautiful heart flower cluster made out of the same fabric scrap. So I hope you enjoyed this, and please keep creating in the sunshine, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.